Hello and welcome back to your regularly scheduled content from me. So I've been trawling through some really old video ideas recently and I came across this one and noticed two things. Firstly, that this 3-year-old idea still has some relevance both to me and, I think, to the world. And secondly, that I've got more to add to it from the experiences that I've had since I had the idea. As discussed in a previous video, I spend a lot of my time pretending. Whether it's improvising or writing or playing D&D, I'm constantly believing in things that aren't real. And it seems that some people have a problem with this kind of thing. Just a disclaimer before I get into it, I have no problem with people pointing out when things are fake, especially if the thing that's fake is claiming to be legitimate. But, although it's a sad thing to admit, there are a lot of people out there on the internet who just want to ruin other people's fun. Like when trolls go around YouTube videos commenting "fake" in big letters if the content seems even a tiny bit questionable. Similarly, I remember when a friend of mine first found out that WWE isn't real wrestling and is just all staged. I remember how disappointed and disillusioned he was, and how smug the person who told him seemed to be. Another example is damn you autocorrect. One of the things that I do when I'm feeling down to cheer myself up is go on damn you autocorrect and just have a look through the first few images. And the longer I spend on the site, the more I find myself thinking, are all of these real? But then I stop myself and I think, does it matter if it's not real? In fact, I've had autocorrect mistakes in the past, and none of them have ever been as funny or entertaining or embarrassing as the ones that you see on the site. Maybe I'm being too cynical. Maybe every single thing that you see on Damn You Autocorrect is a real, genuine submission from a real person. But what I'm saying is that it doesn't matter to me whether it's real or not. Either way, they still help to cheer me up when I'm feeling down. And if you think about my other examples, they all have reasons for not being totally real as well. WWE in its current form would be really dangerous if every single thing in it actually happened. And in Dungeons & Dragons, basically everything that you do is something that you can't do in real life. Like, if I could fight or slay or ride a dragon in real life without harming myself or without the chance of dying, I would. As a writer, my strengths lie in fantasy and science fiction, and I'm actually a lot better at telling stories which didn't happen than I am at just telling you about my day. Maybe that's one of the reasons I have to script even my shortest vlogs. I'm just better at pretending, especially when it comes to improvising. Anyway, my point is that it's okay to pretend, and it's also okay to be clear about that. Like on Britain's Got Talent, when there's a really good polished act in the middle of all of these really rubbish auditions, you get the idea that they've just called up this professional act to keep the energy up and keep the audience interested. You can even look some of these acts up and see that they've been successful for many years. And I have no problem with them calling these acts in. I just think that there will be no problem in telling the viewers that that's what they're doing. That way it's good advertising for the act as well. Win-win. Finally, I'd like to just give you an example of a video that deals really well with the real fake scenario. It's quite popular, so it's likely you've already seen it. It's Rob Cantor's 29 celebrity impressions, 1 original song. I saw this video the day it came out and I was blown away by the variety of Rob's impression repertoire. But then, as they always intended to do, they released the making of video exactly a week later, detailing and revealing that actually there had been a huge cast of voice artists and Rob didn't do any of the impressions. All of these people had collaborated to make a really impressive video, and I think this is a really good attitude towards pretending. The makers of the video were honest about the reality, but they also let first-time viewers suspend their disbelief for long enough to enjoy the intended effect. I'll include the links to both videos in the description below, and please feel free to leave a comment if you have anything to say on this subject. That's all for now, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.